Hi, I'm Diane Kepley, a former member of the American Spaniel Club board and the current full-time announcer, as you all may well know, of all of our Flushing Spaniel shows and the American Spaniel Club National as well. We're doing a lot of different videos with people who have been in our breed for a long time, so that those of you who may be new to the breed, or those of you who are older in the breed who may just would like to have some great memories, can know about our previous breeders and the people who have been in the breed for a long time. With me today is Dee Miller. Dee, thank you so much for doing this with us. Dee, for those people who may not know you, may not recognize the name, first tell us your kennel name and then the varieties that you bred.
It's RD's kennel. We had blacks and Ascovs. One of the first dogs that I finished was a black and white who was born from a litter that was a buff to black breeding. It was not supposed to have a party color in it, but it did. And so her name became Champion RD Shonuff.
Perfect.
So she was Shonuff from that breeding.
Shown up. For those, again, who may not remember, how far back did your breeding program go?
I bought my first foundation bitch in 1965 as a pet. Paid $50 for her in Lubbock, Texas. Because the geneticist that I had studied from said to buy something that was sired by the top producing stud in the country. And somebody in Lubbock, Texas had a litter sired by Champion R. Johnny B. Good. I thought I'd found a bird nest on the ground. Bought that puppy for $50, brought her home, took her to the San Antonio shows when she was just over 6 months old, and she won reserve winner's bitch to a 5-point major. Well, I was quite cranky because I didn't win the points. The points were the point,
Exactly.
And I didn't win the points, so I was really gross about that. But
well, and let's also remind people that in the early 60s, early 70s, mid 60s to early 70s, going reserve to a major was a major accomplishment, because it wasn't 4 dogs or 5 dogs or 6 bitches or whatever. It was multiples
12
of that
and
number.
14, yeah.
Exactly.
Required for a major.
So it was quite an accomplishment for you. All right, you've been watching our breed for a long time. You come to Spaniel Club, you've come to a lot of other specialties. You've been involved in the breed for a long time. Are you seeing changes in the breed and where we're going with the breed?
Yes, they're becoming more, perhaps, streamlined. They seem to not be the bodied up dogs that we used to have. In my mind, a Cocker Spaniel is a field hunting dog and requires depth of chest and rib spring to accommodate all those nice lungs that will allow them to run in the field and do their job. I don't see that as much. I'm always impressed when I see a nice dog in the ring that's got some rib spring and got some substance.
Exactly.
I see less and less of that, I think.
Right. In the time that you started, we were also not grooming the way we're grooming now, and so the grooming has changed a lot. Do you think it's changed the way we approach the breed?
I'm sure it has changed the way people outside the breed look at it when they're looking for a pet, because they seem to require so much from it. I like what we're doing. When I first started showing dogs, I had an old Electrolux vacuum cleaner. And I put the hose on the blowing end of the vacuum cleaner, and I used it under my arm, and I blew the dogs dry and brushed them. But I mean, now it's evolved where we have these big fancy dryers, and all this stuff, and I'm thrilled with that. It's a lot easier for us with a stand-up dryer than it is a vacuum cleaner hose under your arm. So anyway, I like it, and I think it does have an effect on.
Now, for those people who are just starting to get into the breed, if they're just, maybe they've only been in the breed for 5 years or so, do you have any tips, anything that you'd like to pass on to them in terms of what you'd like them to know about our breed?
There is no better breed. I've never been able to see anything with a Cocker Spaniel. Attach yourself to a breeder in your area, follow them around like a puppy, and listen to everything they have to say, to the point where they'll think you're stalking them, And someone will lighten up and say, "Let me show you what you need to know. Can I help you with that?" And as breeders, we need to be doing that.
Exactly. I always say that the best people that I find in a show world are the people who not only come to me and ask me something, but are listening.
Yes, listening and hearing what you're saying, practicing what you're teaching. Yes.
Do you appreciate it? Is there anything else you'd like to say about Cockers or what we're doing?
No, I'm happy to be back in for a little while. Who knows how long that will last, but that's okay.
We all have a finite amount of time, so
That's right.
whatever it is, it is.
So I have been out 37 years till I bred my litter last year. And I have one puppy to show out of that. But the 5 dogs that are at home, 4 champions, and one of those is a grand champion.
That's fabulous.
And I've been back in 4 years.
That's great.
And so then we have Spanky. He's coming along.
Okay. Dee, we appreciate you taking time with us today. Thank you so much. Again, I'm Diane Kepley, Dee Miller, and this is, again, part of our effort to make sure that all of the people who are coming through American Spaniel Club are familiar with our breeders and our breed. And we appreciate your time today, Dee. Thank you so much.